Hello again everyone, and welcome back to Crafts by the Bow. This evening I was going to make a quick little card for one of the Facebook groups I belong, and it's a weekly sketch challenge, and normally I don't join in, but this week I thought I would give it a go. So I don't have a card to show you, but I do have a card in my mind that I'm going to make. I'm going to use the Love What You Do set, which is one of the new sets that will be in the catalogue for June, and it's part of a whole suite called Share What You Love, and it has some beautiful paper that you've seen me use before, and ribbons and very pretty DSP and an embossing folder as well. But today I'm just going to be using the stamp set. And the sketch we have is a regular card with a strip across the middle and a rectangular strip down the front. So that's going to be the basis of my card. And I've already pre-cut a piece of Night of Navy at 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 4.25 and folded it in half. You're then going to need 2 pieces of Whisper White cut at 4 by 5.25, and one of the pieces I've left plain, and the other one I've used the Simple Stripes dry embossing folder, and I've embossed it already. So this is going to be on the front of the card. So I won't just attach it yet. So I have some ribbon that I'm going to put on. So for the piece of the sketch that's got a rectangle across, I'm going to use ribbon. And I have a small piece of Tranquil Tide, a small piece of the burlap ribbon, and I didn't have another ribbon that matched, so I cut a little piece of the Truly Tailored paper. I'm just going to attach those. So I'll start with the paper one. And the paper's cut at 3/4 inch wide, and that's sort of about right for this. So I'm going to put 3 rows on, so I don't want it to be too wide. No glue there. There we go. And then I'm going to put, the green Tranquil Tide on, and that's a little bit longer, so I'm going to overlap it to the back so that you can't see where I've attached it. So just fold it over onto where I put the adhesive. There we are. And you'll notice I've left a small area across the middle, and that's going to be where I'm going to put the burlap. So again, I need a little bit of adhesive on the back, and then this will go right across. Turn it over. Whoops. I notice there's a little bit of my paper overlapping, so I'm just going to cut that off first. There we go. There we are. Now don't worry that this isn't glued down, because we've got a piece to put over, and when I have the other piece adhered, that will stay down as well. Okay, so that's going to be the front of the card for here. I'm going to put adhesive on just down the edges, and I'm really trying at the moment to use my dry embossing folders, because I seem to just have a collection of them, and I buy them and think, oh, that's really pretty, and then I sort of forget what to do with them. So there we go. Okay, so for the sketch, it has the horizontal piece already. Now I want to use just this little flower, and so I thought I could use the labels that are retiring, and I want to use maybe the 3rd from the outside, the 3rd and the 4th, and then I can use that as my rectangle that's going down. So they're the 2 I'm going to use. I've already inked up the flower stamp, this one, and I've stamped it with Tranquil Tide, and I've used the smaller of the two labels and cut it out. And then I've used the next label and I've already been to the Big Shot and cut that out as well. If you don't have these label cutters, and because they're retiring anyway, you could use your ovals. I did get the ovals out just in case I wanted to use those. And this is the largest scallop and the second largest of the ovals. And that would also work just on there. And then I'm going to colour this in just with my Night of Navy markers. And I don't usually show you me colouring in or anything, but this is so quick. This is the light Night of Navy. You don't have to be a fantastic colourer. I'm just doing all the one colour, and then when I've done all the one colour, then I'll just go over with a little darker Night of Navy, just to put some shading on. You don't have to be too precise. It really is quite quick. Last one. Okay. And you could make this any colour you wanted, it's just that I happen to have some little scraps of that Tranquil Tide ribbon and the Truly Tailored paper. Okay, let's just put a little bit darker just at the bottom, like this. And then I'm going to go over it again with the lighter colour, and it just helps it to blend in. Oh, not with the nib though. There we go. There we are. That's as much as we need. Okay, so I'm going to put dimensions on the back of here. Let's find, I think I can put the bigger ones on. And you will notice that the blends bleed through the card, but because this is a separate piece of card, it doesn't matter. If it was going to be on the front of your card and there was a possibility that it would bleed through so that you could see it inside, I would put either another little piece of card on the inside or a piece of DSP underneath, just so that you couldn't see all of that. Okay. I am going to put some little rhinestones or something just at the centre of these flowers here. And then this piece I'm going to put on here. Now you'll notice that I haven't got any sentiments on here. And sometimes I like to have a card that doesn't have a sentiment, and it means that I can write just what I want on the inside. And that way I'm not looking through my whole box thinking, oh, you know, I love that card, but it says happy birthday, or, you know, oh, I can't put that card on because it's the wrong sentiment. So I just like to have some that are plain. And what I will do sometimes is maybe cut out a little banner with a sentiment if I change my mind and need something on it. Okay, now you'll see I've put the dimensionals at the top and the bottom, and that's just because we've got this ribbon here. Then I'm going to adhere it over here, just so that it stands out. And then I don't think I brought my pearls over, so give me 1 second while I just get them. Sorry about that. Okay, and then I'm just going to use the little yellow pearls, just one on each of the flowers. This is a really easy sketch to copy, and it works for so many cards. There we go, and that's my card finished. And as I said, if I decided I want to put something on like this thank you, I could just stamp that on a piece of white paper or white card, cut it out and put it at the bottom. Oh, I hope you like my quick little make for this evening. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye bye.